I'm really happy about the results from work package 3.4 because these are, as I and as we all judge it, very close to the market product. So it's beneficial, of course, when it comes to a project like the ROADIDEA project. Just to give you a short hint of the pulp friction or the friction model that was presented during the winter. You will see more of this, I would say, during the pilot presentations. I would just say that there was a lot of information presented on the web where you could see friction estimations, air temperature, road temperatures, and of course time and position of where these calculations were made. And also the fog pilot or the fog model that turned out to be a very interesting pilot is implemented in the northeastern part of Italy, close to Venice. You see it on this map. And the challenge in this project, which you'll hear more about, is to combine different sources of data, of course, and also to being able to use a probability indication of fog and to turn that into a warning. And the results from that has been very promising. So if we look further ahead, the road to the future, what will we see and what will happen? That's difficult to answer, but I think there will be a lot of nice things happening in the future. But of course, technology and different kinds of models, I'm sure that will be key to a sustainable future. And it is also important that information technology and vehicle technology sort of get together when we are creating models and other stuff that will be useful for ITS solutions in the future. And of course, we need standards and interoperability, comparative tests, demonstration projects, legal framework, etc., etc. That list can be very long. But to become a model such as this presented in work package 3, when it comes to data filtering, data fusion, etc., etc., there is one thing that needs to be stressed. Available data, it's something that really needs to be there. Without data, it's not possible to do nice solutions and good models. And when we're talking about business models, etc., etc., and legal frameworks, well, I think if the data is there, there will always be a possibility for innovative groups, people, etc., to do something, and that will put on the pressure for the framework work, things like that. Because the situation is that the traffic situation is horrible sometimes, and that means that there will be a market for different kinds of applications like this. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jörgen. What was the C, by the way?
The conclusion.
Conclusion.
Sure.
Okay.
So you remember something from the presentation?
Yes, I was wondering. Okay, any questions? I have one comment. Okay, you first.
Yeah, still a question please about this data. You can imagine that we have same problems, and I need to share some ideas with you. You see free data, but the data is not free. It costs money to get it.
Sometimes, but I think there is a pressure on, for example, when we're talking about governments and legal bodies that has data that has been gathered throughout taxpayers' money, for example, and that data could be liberated, so to say, in the future. And I see that, of course, if you have had costs when you collect the data, it could be a business model to take some fee for the data, but on the other hand, if you get the data, give the data free, then you get maybe something back as a model, for example, which could be used for your own beneficial use. So
Yeah, I share with you this idea, but what is your opinion about the, we all know today that data that are provided by public authorities are not with a better quality than what private companies that are trying to make money on measuring and selling data, because they are able to provide enhanced and better quality of data. I think that we have some examples in Europe that make these examples.
I'm really aware of that problem, and in particular, which is my field, within road climatology, the quality of the data is an issue. But of course, the thing is that you need to know the quality. I don't say that you always need top quality of the data, but what is really needed is that you need to know the level of the quality, so you can handle the data in the proper way. As I said in the beginning, if you have, for example, you do models sheet in, sheet out, but if you know the quality of the data, there are methods to handle it and do it in a proper way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Then Igor, one of our partners from Slovenia.
Thank you. I want to say something that is not usually said at such conferences. If we want to make a real progress in modeling, we have to invent something in mathematics. That there is needed a basic approach to the description of dynamics of networks. This is one very basic problem. The other problem is that we don't know exactly how to join qualitative and quantitative information in a model. If you look as a physicist, they have differential equations and so on that describe the models. If you look to the traffic, there you get measured data, then you get descriptive data, and whatever. So the problem is how to join this information and how to provide for proper description of the dynamics of interacting networks. I think that the European Commission should support fundamental research in these topics, and that young people should do doctoral thesis on these problems. Thank you.
Thank you, Igor. I hope Commission remembers this message and that we find that topic in the coming calls. Thank you. Are there any other questions? I have one comment just on these two models that really came up during ROADIDEA, the fog and the slipperiness friction, because I'm a meteorologist myself, and these two things are the two most difficult things to forecast.
Yes.
And we just picked up the two most difficult ones.
That's
It's a good
tough challenge.
It's a tough challenge, but of course those are really the challenges that are still, I mean, there's a lot to be done.
Of course,
Yeah,
but I'm very happy
so-
that we picked it up.
Yes, and we got good
We
results.
have reached so far. That's good.
Yeah. So I think in this respect, we Europeans have to be a little bit proud because
Yes, indeed.
we